Most of us heard the story of Noah and the ark as children. What we retained went more or less like this. God told Noah to build a big boat and gather up two of all the animals, and Noah did. Then Noah, his family, and all the animals got on the big boat. Then it rained 40 days and 40 nights. After the rain stopped, Noah, his family, and all the animals got off the boat, and God made the first rainbow. Ta-da! End of story. Well, sort of. The Bible is very specific about the story in the ark. God told Noah to build an ark, not a boat or a ship, but a big barge-like vessel. Genesis describes it in chapter 6, verses 14, 15, and 16. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. We think gopher wood was our cypress, and pitch was natural tar. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories thou shalt make it. That describes a big rectangular cube, 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet tall, which is 3 stories high. It would have a roof, a window, and a door in its side. The ark did not have a bow because it did not need to make way moving forward, and it was not under steerage. Bows make boats and ships faster and easier to steer. The ark had no propulsion, and Noah was not told to steer it in any particular direction or place. By not having a bow, the ark had far more storage for its size and weight than a ship. So the ark looked more like a barge than a ship. God told Noah that the animals would come to him. Genesis 6:19 and 20 says, And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. So Noah did not gather any animals. They came to him. However, he had more than 2 of some animals. Genesis 7:3 and 4 says, Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. Noah had 7 pairs of all clean animals, those animals considered edible, and 7 pairs of all types of birds. Noah needed more of these to eat and sacrifice after he left the ark, and to make sure there was seed spread around the earth by the birds. Otherwise, he could have wiped out an entire species when he sacrificed animals or ate a meal. After Noah finished the ark, God told him to go into the ark. Genesis 7:12 says, And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Unlike what Hollywood and some books present, the Bible does not describe a storm, just a very long rainfall. It just rained and rained and rained for 40 days and 40 nights. So much water, it covered the earth and was about 20 feet above all land on the earth. Genesis 7:24 says, And the water prevailed upon the earth 150 days. After the rain stopped, the water stayed at its highest level for 150 days. After the 150 days, the water began to recede. And the water continued to recede for 8 months. Then Noah opened the window and released a raven. The raven went back and forth from the ark, and finally, on one of her trips, she did not return. The raven would have finally found a tree above the water she could perch on and feed. That told Noah that the water had gone down enough to expose trees. Then Noah released a dove. The dove returned, and Noah returned her to her place on the ark. Doves feed on the ground, and the dove did not find any dry land. So Noah waited 7 days and released the dove again. Again the dove returned, but with an olive leaf in her beak. This told Noah that the water had gone down enough for vegetation to sprout. Again, Noah waited 7 days and released the dove. This time, the dove did not return. She had found dry land and was able to feed herself. Genesis 7:11 says, "In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open." In Genesis 8:13, 14, and 15 says, "And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou, and thy wife, and thy sons wives with thee." So Noah and his family were on the ark a little over a year, not just the 40 days of rain. This is the story of Noah, a man of faith and a man with complete trust in God.